Hello and welcome to the Community Blades podcast. My name is Lowen and today I am joined by Sellers and Jordan. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hi, I'm Joe Lewis. Obviously, with the Community Foundation, I'm a tutor and a coach on enrichment pathway.
Yep, and my name's James Sellers. I am the esports program lead, so looking after everything when it comes to the esports program, alongside the enrichment. Yeah, so that's mine. So Lowen, over to you.
So we are going to talk about the Varsity on this podcast, guys. The Varsity basically is a 7-event competition, and it was between us as a college and Sheffield Wednesday as a college. It was at 4 different venues, so here at Bramall Lane, the Jubilee Sports Centre, the EIS and Hillsborough Stadium. That's right, we played in Hillsborough Stadium. So we're going to go into each event, how they went. I wasn't there personally, so I'll be getting as much gossip off these guys as possible. So, for futsal to start with, Jordan, you were there. You were the main dog for it.
Yeah.
How was it?
They were really good actually. So we got there a bit early. We set it all up. We had the scoreboard set up, and we had this little beautiful piece of silverware next to us, and obviously we did really well. So we won the first one, the first game, and then we were quite close the second game. But overall, we won. And that was the first point we got for the Varsity, so it took us in a good stance. But a really good standard from our lads. We had plenty of people showing up, and a lot of people who I wouldn't have said are good at futsal, and they really were. So surprised me really. And the football we actually played on a small pitch compared to an 11-a-side, it shocked me a little bit. It was quite good.
So when you're talking about that then, Jord, who were your standout players?
So we give our star player to Tyler Martin, just like amazing. Like on 11-a-side pitch he's class, but on futsal pitch he wrote every position. He could take a man on. His first touch was brilliant. He scored most of our goals, and that's what the standout player was. But like I said before, like they were playing one-touch passes, taking them on. And I was like, whoa, what are we doing here? And it was 4-0 in the space of 30 seconds. Like what?
Wow,
I was like,
that is really good.
Yeah, like maybe not that quick, but like it was good. I'm like, Jesus, like we might do him over a bit more. Yeah.
So was it like? So it's 5-a-side.
Yes, it's 5-a-side.
So how did you feel like that was different with like the players and how they played compared to 11-a-side? Because obviously smaller pitch, more skillful, smaller goals.
Yeah, so it's like originated in Brazil. So it's very like 2-touch, maybe skillful, taking a man on, getting close to the net, not really shooting. The ball is very heavy, don't really bounce, so it's very tough on your feet, so you can't really ping it in from the top, from the goal kick.
So you're not allowed to head it either, are you?
No.
Is it allowed to go past head height?
Yeah, it's allowed to go above head height, but I think you're not allowed to head it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not fully. I did it in college as well, so I should know. But no, it was really good, and the lads took it really well, and the girls. Sorry, Izzy was there.
Izzy?
Yeah, Izzy
the
played.
girl was there
And she scored.
Did she?
Yeah, she scored.
Love that.
So really good. But they took to it well, like the rules and the style of play, like you said, Lauren. It was just different. Like 11-a-side, you've got your position, you kind of stick to it. Futsal, you're everywhere.
So it's like rotating.
Yeah, if you push, you've got to see it.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking kind of like how the structure was, and also you think it's smaller pitch, so you think, oh, I'm not going to be running as much, but there's probably more running, it's more cardio
it's
than
harder.
you think it's going to be.
Yeah, especially indoors as well, you know, like when they were coming off dripping.
Yeah.
It just saps your energy as well, doesn't it? You know, being indoors playing football, it's just so hard.
And like, you think, like, a professional footballer could go to futsal and think, Jesus, that's well hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it is good. Like you said, fitness-wise.
They set the tone perfectly though, didn't they?
Yeah, so that's
for the whole day.
So getting
that
first Varsity point was massive. I think throughout the day, I think we set standards, and I think we'll go on to yours as well, which we set the standard there as well.
The second event was actually football rounders. Were either of you at that?
It was. We wasn't actually personally there,
right.
But it was at Jubilee Sports, wasn't it?
And I think there was Sheffield Wednesday were winning at the
apparently it's a really tight match.
Yeah.
And then I think it finished at 26-25. So
right.
I think it come down to the wire, and I think we pulled through. So that was 2-0. But whilst that was going on,
Yeah, we were playing as well. Yeah. So I think you're going to go on to that. Yeah.
Third event, esports.
Yeah.
So I know you did like Fortnite, FC24, Overwatch, Rocket League, Valorant, stuff like that.
We did.
What were the wins? What were the losses? Like,
I know,
what was the
yeah.
best bits?
So it was actually a really good competition, and the guys from Wednesday were great too. So what we did, we started with the Fortnite games. So we're quite lucky. We've got a good Fortnite roster, and they were able to win quite a lot of the games and quite comfortably in the end. We've got one of the lads is actually a professional Fortnite player.
Really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
he's really good into. You've seen him before.
cheating really.
I know, yeah. So it was quite a nice starting point to have the Fortnite to start off with.
Yeah.
So we went 1-0 up with that.
That's brilliant.
We then went to the FIFA, so the FC24, and that was a lot more difficult. So we did actually lose that one 3-1 in the end.
Oh gosh.
I know, yeah. So they're really,
Hit after that.
yeah.
Rocky 1-1, thinking, oh.
That's what I mean. So we went from Fortnite dominating, and then the Wednesday guys just absolutely dominated the FIFA side. So it was quite a nice competitive sort of
Yeah,
fix.
you weren't just like overruling them the whole time.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then, so after that, we obviously won one. Then went on to the Overwatch, and again, our team in Overwatch is really good.
Right.
So you've got some really good standard of players, especially like your Lilies, your Lukes, your Mikeys. They're just really on it. They spent a lot of hours on these games, and you could really
together as
tell
well, aren't they? So,
together.
yeah.
So they've been playing in the British Student Championships together. So you could really tell that they were cohesive as a team, and they were able to come out with a victory on that as well.
Perfect.
Which was nice, which was 2-1. And then
Rocket League.
Yeah. So Rocket League were like a best of 5.
Right.
And our guys ended up winning 3-0, so they won the first 3 games, so it finished after that.
Perfect.
Lot closer though. Yeah, so with the Fortnite, with the Overwatch, we were quite confident because our guys play it quite a lot. With the FIFA, Wednesday were great. And Rocket League, again, it was such a close game. It could have gone either way.
Right.
Which again, it is good.
Yeah.
That's what you want, isn't it? You don't want to just.
You don't want to have it boring.
You don't want to whitewash, do you? So.
No, we didn't at all. So yeah, we then
But it was good for the students as well.
Yeah.
Like that face-to-face competition as well instead of online. I think that was
completely different aspects, and you know what? Both teams were so respectful.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
We did. We had no
issues.
issues.
There, you don't like get angry at the screen, and then
Yeah.
it's kind of like you can see them in person.
Yeah.
Like, good game.
This is it. Yeah, this is exactly it. And obviously, look, traditional sports, you might get a bit heated at times. It might have a bit of back and forth. They didn't at all.
Competitive side. But,
yeah, and both teams were just like congratulating one another. It was such a friendly environment. People were helping each other out as well. So, you know, like if some of the Wednesday players needed some, let's say, mechanics fixing or anything, our guys would go over, and then vice versa. The Wednesday guys would help United.
Yeah.
So you don't really see it often, do you know, with Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday.
Especially the rivalry.
Yeah, exactly. The rivalry is quite crazy, but in esports, it was really nice to see.
Oh, that's
and then the last one as well.
Valorant.
Yeah. So it didn't end up 4-1 as a victory. So that was the 3-0, I think, in Varsity.
Right.
Yeah. So we got that Varsity point in esports
Perfect.
too. Yeah.
And then the 4th event was table tennis. I'm not a big fan of table tennis myself.
No?
I feel like it's hard to control the ball. The ball is bouncier than you think.
Yeah, you've got to hit it right.
You've got to hit it correctly, but
It's really
I saw a
tough.
few videos and the lads were doing really well with that as well.
Yeah, so what it was it was a little bit different to how we normally would do it. It would doubles. So like I think it was 6 doubles.
It was, yeah.
Teams, and it was Sheffield United played against each other. Wednesday played against each other, and then the winning 2 come together for the final.
Right,
So
that's a good way of doing it, getting the best of both.
Yeah, so it you played your friends as such, which is quite a fun aspect of it, and then you want to beat everyone to be getting into the final, don't you? So and I think we did really well with that. I think Midzi brought his own bat.
He did, which is
Brilliant.
amazing. Yeah, love to see it.
Already there, you were thinking we might have a chance.
Yeah.
Here, so that was it. And then I
Perfect.
think there's a winning shot on the promo video where he hits it and
I saw that. Yeah, it was
comes up with a
brilliant.
smash. And
That's what I mean, and compared to the other varsity events, it's completely different. So you're looking at badminton, you're looking at football rounders, futsal. You're actually playing against one another to figure out who's the best too. So I think it was a really good idea from the top dogs, Ryan and the ones at Wednesday. So no, it was a good event, and the Hillsborough in that centre, it's really
smart,
good, isn't it? It looked really good actually. So
it's a good little communal area, that, isn't it? So,
absolutely, yeah. So no, it's good.
And then we went on to badminton. So that was the 5th event.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about you, but I really like badminton.
I love it.
So when I heard that we won it, I was very happy. I was like, that was brilliant.
I think that was quite close as well. I think they at like Midsey, someone brought their own racket.
Yeah.
So I think they were quite taken away with that.
Absolutely.
So I think we battled very well with that. I think that were close. That were close.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know how they structured that though. I don't know if it was a tournament with just went Sheffield.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure.
No, I'm not sure about the format of that, but I can remember the basketball. The basketball were really close, and Wednesday ended up winning that one. So I think that was 28-27, the basketball.
Yeah, that was very close.
And it was going into the last quarter, and there was drawing.
Yeah.
So it just shows you like the small margins that we might have ended up winning quite a lot of the events, but it wasn't just a whitewash.
Yeah. And what was really good was that it was also mixed as well. So, there wasn't just a girls' bit and a boys' bit. There was for football, but for the whole events as general, it was like we can all give it a go and all together. And I think that was really good. Yeah,
I think the coming together of both colleges was a massive positive for both of them. Like you said, with mixed gender in obviously different tournaments, mixed doubles and on the futsal as well. Izzy obviously got the minutes. Everyone. And
Justice with the basketball as well.
Yeah,
she's did amazing.
She was our best player.
There you go. Yeah. So
she's brilliant at basketball.
She really is. And
that was good.
What do you think then, Lauren? Obviously, you didn't participate?
Because I was
that's it.
Did you see like all of them pop up?
I saw it all. So I was keeping track of it whilst I was at work. I was like, when the first one came through, the futsal winning, I was like, right, we started on a good one. We can, and I kept on watching the posts come through of like who's won the next one, and it was really good to see, and everyone looked like they enjoyed themselves so much just doing different sports other than football for a bit as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think shout out to the social media guys, keeping everybody up to date,
keeping it on top of it as well.
The actual the artwork on him as well. Like,
so Andy Cliff, Jack Woolhouse did a great job.
They were good.
It looked really
and
good.
all the photos from it hopefully out soon.
Yeah,
they look class. So
perfect.
Yeah,
and then we went on to the football. So we played the football at Hillsborough, which is just a brilliant experience for everyone involved in that. Like even just watching it, seeing like, oh, that's my friend, and she's just scored or something. So the women's football was first before the men's football. And I'm pretty sure everyone was watching it.
Yeah, we had a good, really
there was a good turnout actually.
And Grease Chip Butty sang before kick-off.
Yeah,
there was.
I think there was a good atmosphere.
So a good atmosphere.
There was some chanting as well.
Yes, I think they were a little bit against each other, but it was quite good. It was good. I think it pushed the girls and the lads to perform as well.
It was kind of like friendly fire between the two colleges in the stadium.
That's it. I know it was.
Which was good. Yeah.
It was quite nice though as well, wasn't it? And like the women's team, they set the tone perfectly.
Massive. Yeah, they smashed it.
They're the ones that actually won Varsity when you think about it. So the final point that we needed
how
was won by the women's team.
Nerve-wracking might they have been at
a
professional stadium at Hillsborough with all the history. It's crazy. Yeah.
Apparently they did really, really well, and I think Jess scored the first one.
Yeah.
And it's just mad how like you can score there and just be like, I've scored on this stadium.
Yeah.
Imagine just walking past, be like, I've been on that grass and I've scored there.
That's it.
It's just something to remember for a lifetime.
But they played really well anyway, didn't they? Like all the players, like Benez's tactics was spot on that day. They were so motivated to do well.
Yeah.
You saw Emily had so many good chances, and she got herself in such good situations that she could have scored. And she ended up, I think she scored the second one as well.
Yeah, she scored one,
perfect. But all the girls across the park played their part in that victory. And you could see it meant something to them on the field, but also everyone in the crowd. You could see them all jumping up and everything.
It was kind of brilliant how the boys were watching the girls as well. Like it wasn't just kind of like everyone watching the boys and no one watching the girls like it usually is. It's like everyone was supporting each other in that.
Yeah, and I can remember a situation like Molly and Millie played centre half for each other, and they complement each other so good.
Yeah, they do. They do.
one of these headers that Molly Barlow did were unbelievable. So she rose above this player and did a massive header and went to the other side at field. I can remember just standing up and clapping just for that header.
Just
You know,
being so
more than the
excited
goal.
for it.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was so
I
good.
love that.
But yeah, the women did great.
Yeah,
they did
I saw
really
like the smiles on their faces from all the photos and everything. They were just so happy, and
Yeah.
it was just a brilliant experience for them.
Like that, they'll go off and tell people about that now, and always remember that moment where obviously they won at Hillsborough
Yeah,
for Sheffield United. So
I know.
it's brilliant.
can't say that often, can you?
That's it, especially in recent years anyway.
And so then we moved on to the men's, and I think that was a lot more competitive. Obviously with the women's, we'd played them over the season, so I feel like, as you said, with Bennett's tactics, she'd kind of worked it out because it was really tight the whole season, kind of like we won one, they won one, kind of. And with the boys, I feel like it was really close as well.
Yeah.
I'll let you have a go at this one, John.
So throughout the day, so our first team who played, so the elites who played at Hillsborough, they had a game 2 hours prior, so not with any excuse, anything like that, but playing 90 minutes 2 hours before and then playing another 60, it does take a toll on obviously people at 16, 17 year old. But they challenged it so well, and they went 2-0 up in
Half an hour.
I think, yeah. Us Sheffield United, and the quality of football, like Lowen said, is massive. Like from playing 2 hours ago to playing on that, I was surprised about how fit they were still.
Yeah, they're
and
probably just running off adrenaline.
Yeah,
like
that's
excited that they're playing in that stadium.
Yeah, so with that stadium like vibe in the changing room, it were all everything to do with it. And then the team top before what Aidan Spower did was amazing. I think he topped it off, and it was giving me goosebumps as not even a player. So it's like, this is like once in a lifetime. It's a massive opportunity, and then we can fully win Varsity. Like that's what he said. Because you don't want to go there and lose and you still win it. It's a little bit like that. But Wednesday did very, very well. Coming back from 2-0, they ended up winning 3-2. But both sides was really good. I think from both challenging, even going down to 3-2, Sheffield United had some chances. Really, really positive game, and I think the crowd loved it as well. So there were a lot of back and forth with the fans as well, so quite good.
Yeah, and there were situations in the game as well that it were played out in good spirits. Once again, you think a lot of needle, don't you, Sheffield United against Wednesday? But again, there were nothing. They were fair challengers. They get each other up and just go again, and it was so good to see. Like we said, we went 2-0 up. So I don't know, a bit of psychology with that. I'm not sure, but
potentially, and then obviously tired legs. Maybe.
Absolutely, it comes into play. But credit to Wednesdays. Sometimes you got to credit to Wednesday that
because
they came back.
Would be a bit different.
2-0 down and coming back to win it, and then on home ground, it's one of them, isn't it? So. As a footballing fan, you don't want to lose at home anyway, do you? And like your favourites, aren't you? So.
Yeah, but like you said, credit to our lads playing 2 games in one day. It's great to see. It's really good.
I know. I remember hearing about it. Like, you're playing a game and then you're playing another game, and it's like the same starting squad as well, or something similar.
This is it,
and it's like. Wow, you could actually play 180 minutes in one day.
Yeah. And they weren't phased. None of them complained.
They loved it more than hated it, I think, because it's football, isn't it?
And for that day, it was like 25 degrees.
Yeah,
it was so hot. Yeah,
it was so hot. So obviously playing 2 games took a toll on them a little bit. I think personally, but it's good to see. And I think prior that week and all, they've played another game 2 days after. So.
The Varsity Celtic second game, wasn't it?
Them players, they're going for the league, and they've got 1 game left, and massive gratitude.
Do you know one other thing that I was really proud of? Yeah. Everybody that turned up to every event, like the attendance on all the events, from esports to basketball to table tennis to badminton. Kick rounders, all of this.
The support was...
It was just incredible to see. You saw people even going from Bramall Lane going to EIS for... Do you know what I mean? They were travelling all over just to support our college, and you don't get that really often, do you?
No.
You know, the camaraderie and how many people you guys...
The commitment to actually go into all of them,
That's it, and the people that you meet along the way as well. So in esports, we had a couple of the sports guys come over.
And vice versa.
Yeah. So it's really good to see the cross-college platforms and that everyone who got on really well. And Hillsborough Stadium were pretty packed. It was quite nice.
I think we had a few, not like about 100. I think.
Yeah.
100 plus from both sides, weren't it?
Yeah.
I think, So that was good atmosphere to like I said, squeeze your butty start before the game.
Obviously.
And then like cheering, like getting everyone up for the crowd, and obviously if a good challenge or a little chance, you're like, ooh, wow. Like, so it was quite good.
Interesting.
And then even the staff, like we said about fairness and competitiveness, even the staff were very positive to each other, weren't they? So that were a good thing. They made us feel welcome, didn't they? So that was a massive thing.
They did. There were no like bitterness or anything. No. It was really nice and positive from both sides.
Because we're doing the same thing at the end of the day, aren't we? And then I think we've just the badge on our chest here. It's just that's what's the difference in it. So now we're really good.
And so when we obviously lost the last men's football, we'd still won the whole varsity as a whole. So going down to get the trophy, obviously it's here with us now.
It is.
What was the whole winning experience, just feel of it? What was it like?
Yes, it was really great actually, because obviously the Wednesday with the men's match, they celebrated that victory, and rightly so, because it's a 3-2 comeback. Yeah, absolutely. But then this lovely trophy. Do you want to show them all, Lauren? Do you want to pick it up and show them?
It's bigger than you, isn't it, Lauren?
This is it. So when we actually got given the trophy, we took it over to the other side where the crowd would be, and like you can see, So what actually happened, we get our men's team to take over and to show it to the actual, to the crowd and everybody that took part in every game, every tournament across the day. And it was just a lovely moment to see all the college cheering and just being really happy about it. And we had a lovely photo, we got loads of, like an esports photo, a women's football photo, incredible.
And the stars,
on the pitch.
Stars of the day throughout the sports,
games,
the games. So they come on the pitch and they got to hold it up and stuff like that, and it like a semi-final, like a final, weren't it, when they were so it was quite good. So all players did that, even the women. So they got a group photo, which was really good, and like it was just all smiles around, weren't it?
It was.
So it was massive.
I think it was just overall just like a really good day, even for Sheffield Wednesday. Even though they lost, they still had their little wins along the way, and everyone was respected that. Everyone was like, it wasn't kind of like, we're going to batter you kind of thing, we're going to snap your legs type of thing. It was like, we're going to play this game and whoever's going to win it's going to win it.
Properly, weren't we?
Exactly, that summed it up perfectly. And the beauty is, like, next year, you never know. We go again.
So we're going to get it engraved the year, every year. So whoever wins it is going to get put there, isn't it? So that's going to be massive. But like we said, with the smiles on the face, that's why we do it, and that's why we love our job, innit, Sellers? It
is.
So, no, it's massive.
No, it was great. It was a great day, and like we said, we can't wait for next year already.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Class.
That's the beauty of it.
I'm almost like, I was watching it on my screen like, I want to be there. Like I want to just experience it with everyone.
And that's a massive thing now for next year, and we can obviously use it as a promotion thing, can't we? Because obviously
and push it further.
What colleges do a varsity?
Yeah, exactly.
It's only universities, really, isn't it? So,
exactly.
So so it's massive.
It's perfect time of year as well. Because when the sun's out, everyone's happy. It doesn't matter what's going on.
Can you imagine doing this in December?
I know. Everyone would be like, why are we here?
It'd be dark at 4.
Yeah.
Floodlight games and stuff, So, no, it's perfect timing. End of the season for the championship as well. So
and the hard work what got put into it from Ryan and their gaffer was massive. So
100%.
Massive thank you to Ryan.
And kind of just to like kickstart the varsity as a whole. Just like the first year of us doing it, I think it's brilliant to like secure a win to start with, and then like just to so everyone knows how good it was.
You're going to know the first one, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to remember the first, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly, and hopefully win second one, and then we can have a bit of a A bit of a party with that one.
That's it. But yeah, just
Bit of
to
a
finish off.
legacy.
Yeah, a bit of legacy and everything. And it's just credit to both foundations at the end of the day. You know, for getting it over the line, creating all the formats and just and doing
Yeah,
it.
there were a lot of
Yeah.
logistics outside of the actual competition, weren't they? So it was
Absolutely.
massive.
It's a massive trophy. It's like bigger than me.
That's, I mean, the context, if you're looking on screen, everybody, if you look at Lowen next to the trophy, you can see how big
It is literally
the actual
like,
trophy is.
this bit is bigger than my head.
Love it.
Class.
But yeah, it was just brilliant overall, I think, and for everyone to experience it, just being with each other, I think, and kind of, you might not be friends with that person, but now you're playing in a basketball team with them. You gotta get along with them. So it was really good for them to see each other as well as Sheffield Wednesday as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, massive.
Yeah, you summed it up perfectly then. Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say about it?
Anything, Jordan?
No, not for me. I was just very pleased that we got the W first, didn't we? So and set the day. So we're quite happy.
That's it. And
Made my day a little bit. So
yeah, that's it.
I got my W.
That's it. Yeah, our events won.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were that's all that matters at the end of the
We were giving
day.
grief to Jen and Lewis. We were like, why have you lost it?
Spa, Jenna Lewis here
Yeah.
losing their events and stuff.
Why are you losing at basketball 1 point? So,
But
yeah.
no, I think just a final note, just how proud we are of all staff, students, and just, yeah, it's just been an amazing
Can't wait for next year.
That's it. That's
Perfect.
it.
Bring on next year. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening. You can watch us on YouTube, listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Bye bye.